Ever stop to think how much those little impulse buys on your phone are adding up to, and how many subscription payments are sneaking out of your bank account every single month? Before I started using Rocket Money, let me tell you, I had no idea. But the first time I logged in, I saved $435. I couldn't believe it. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. I just love the dashboard. It shows everything in one place, even the subscriptions you forgot you signed up for. And if there's something you don't need, Rocket Money helps you cancel it. Plus, it alerts you if a bill increases or if something unusual pops up in your account. It's basically like having a personal assistant for your money. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/Kim today. That's rocketmoney.com/Kim. rocketmoney.com/Kim.
Welcome to The Current, powered by Kim Commando. I'm Mara, and before you ask, yes, I did hear how George said my name last time. Hey, George, it's Mara, not Mayra. Let's just say version 1.0 of that pronunciation was still in beta. Gotta love him for trying, though. He's proof that the first model isn't always the best version. But that's okay, I'm the upgrade. Your AI host, here to keep you current with the gadgets, apps, and the digital trends shaping your life.
This is the AI audio version of Kim's daily tech newsletter, The Current, read by over 700,000 people every single day. If you're enjoying the ride, do me a favor and drop a 5-star rating and review. Oh, and leave Kim a comment about how I am doing and how much you love the audio version of her newsletter. It's the best kind of positive feedback loop. Now, let's get into today's deep dive and find out why scammers don't need a skimming device or a camera on an ATM anymore to steal your money. They just need proximity. Our first topic today isn't just about stolen money. It's about the deliberate erosion of the perimeter between your private finances and the public space. Let's talk about the ghost tap, where convenience leads to compromise.
We love the slickness of tap to pay. We've been trained to view the immediate, frictionless transaction as progress. Now we're learning the cost of that convenience, and it's being levied in crowded subways and festival grounds without a single warning chime.
The latest threat is an elegantly simple exploitation of near-field communication technology, what the cheerleaders at the BBB are calling ghost tapping. It's a sanitized term for a deeply insidious form of theft.
A scammer simply needs a handheld, concealed NFC reader, a readily available piece of hardware, and the momentary proximity to your contactless credit or debit card. There is no PIN, no signature, and crucially, no conscious act of payment on your part. They are charging you for a transaction you never initiated, simply by brushing past you in a crowd.
The most chilling aspect is the strategy. These thieves aren't going for a massive one-time score. They are employing the financial equivalent of 1,000 paper cuts. They hit you with $2 for a coffee or $5 for a transit ticket. Why? Because a tiny, recurring charge flies beneath the detection threshold for most people. And, more importantly, for most banks' automated fraud detection systems. They are draining your capital so slowly and discreetly that by the time you realize your balance is off, the trail is cold and the damage is done.
It exposes a fundamental systemic flaw. Our financial institutions prioritize speed over security, and now the consumer is expected to pay for the oversight. You don't need to burn your contactless card, but you do need to understand that the burden of defense is now squarely on you. Kim gave me 3 different ways to help you keep your wallet safe. The first way is to create a physical barrier. You can do this by grabbing an RFID blocking wallet or sleeve. This is no longer a niche gadget. It's baseline operational security. It's a physical kill switch for the contactless signal. Get one now. It's a cheap but effective wall against an expensive threat. The second way is to kill the feature or set a limit on it. Dive into your banking app. If you don't use the tap to pay feature regularly, deactivate it entirely. If you must keep it on, set the lowest possible transaction limit. Make the thief's effort not worth the payoff. And the third way is to turn on push notifications for all transactions, every single one. This turns your phone into an active fraud monitor. If a $2 charge for Diner A hits your card while you're standing in an airport miles away, you know instantly. The takeaway is this. When a technology is designed to be frictionless, it means the friction has been outsourced, and right now, it's coming out of your pocket. Be vigilant, be protected. Now let's get into something else a little deeper. This topic is about a real conflict we face. Our lives are managed by algorithms, and when those algorithms fail, the accountability disappears. We have moved rapidly into an adversarial relationship with the algorithms running our world, and it raises one defining question. When the system fails, when the clerk, the agent, or even the police reporter is an undisclosed AI, who answers for the damage? If the customer service rep, the clerk, or the officer writing the report is an AI operating without disclosure, who pays the price? The horrifying truth is, no one is responsible. The question of bot or not is no longer a trivial parlor game. It's a critical legal and ethical hazard. The retail sector, already notorious for cheapening the consumer experience, has adopted AI customer service with disturbing speed. This is not for efficiency. It is to implement a layer of insulation against accountability. When a human agent messes up your bank statement, denies an insurance claim, or provides inaccurate medical information, there is a path for escalation, a person to cite, and a department to hold liable. When the decision is made by a machine, an opaque algorithm trained on imperfect, biased, and often proprietary data, that path vanishes. The introduction of disclosure laws in states like Utah and California, forcing companies to admit they are using a chatbot, is a necessary first step, but it is a meager response to the scale of the problem. This isn't just about a chat window. It's about AI infiltrating the critical infrastructure of our lives. We're talking about an algorithm deciding your creditworthiness or denying a loan, or a law enforcement assistant populating a police report with potentially false or biased data, or even a bot handling initial triage for your healthcare access, potentially misdirecting a genuine emergency. Telling us we're talking to a bot is only helpful if we have the power to demand a human override, and often that escape route is deliberately engineered to be a maze. The real scandal isn't the bot's existence. It's that the system is designed to keep you trapped in a loop until you give up. Your right to know who is making decisions about your life is paramount. You must assume the default is AI deception until proven otherwise. Kim has given me 3 ways to help you find out if you are talking to a bot or not. First, try out the litmus test. Ask early on in any high-stakes conversation, banking, insurance, legal, ask the simple, direct question, are you a real human being? I need to speak to someone with the authority to audit this process. If they dodge, evade, or provide a canned, I'm here to help you response, you are talking to a toaster. Escalate immediately. Second, make sure you document everything. AI systems frequently hallucinate or provide factually incorrect data that can be retracted without trace. Screen capture every chat exchange and record every relevant phone call, adhering to local recording laws, of course. You need evidence of the machine's failure to hold the company responsible. Third, demand the override. If you are stuck in a loop or receive a nonsensical denial, for example, a claim denial based on facts you know are false, do not argue with the bot. Demand to be transferred to a supervisor or a compliance officer, not just another Tier 2 agent. You are looking for a human with the power to overrule the algorithm. So here's your takeaway. When a corporation hides behind AI, they are attempting to make their decisions immune to human challenge. Your fight for good service is now a fight for basic human accountability.
Hi, I'm here to pick up my son Milo.
There's no Milo here. Who picked up my son from school?
Streaming only on Peacock.
I'm gonna need the name of everyone that could have a connection.
You don't understand. It was just the 5 of us.
So this was all planned.
What are you gonna do?
I will do whatever it takes to get my son back.
I honestly didn't see this coming. These nice people killing each other.
All Her Fault, a new series streaming now, only on Peacock.
And finally, our last topic in today's deep dive, AI-fueled fraud in 4K. We always feared AI would replace human intelligence. Now it's replacing human reality. The tools once reserved for film studios are now in the hands of everyday fraudsters, creating crash scenes, damage reports, and personal documents, all hyper-realistic fictions that the system cannot discern from truth. The quiet, jaw-dropping threat emerging from the halls of Cornell and hitting the financial world is the industrialization of deception. Scammers are leveraging generative AI to fabricate entire car accidents, complete with high-resolution imagery and supporting documents that are visually and forensically indistinguishable from genuine evidence. This isn't poorly photoshopped amateur hour. I'm talking about fraud in 4K, AI-generated crash photos, detailed damage reports, even forged driver's licenses and police documents, all spat out in minutes. This technology doesn't just fool the human eye. Reports confirm it's bypassing existing AI detection systems designed to catch visual anomalies. The data is already screaming. The UK is reporting a 300% spike in insurance fraud utilizing doctored photos in a single year. This wave is hitting the US now, and the primary victim isn't just the insurance company, it's the honest claimant.
When the barrier between the real and the generated becomes permeable, the system collapses into universal suspicion. Insurers, unable to trust any visual evidence, will do the only thing they can: delay, deny, and automatically flag claims for forensic audit, including yours, the legitimate one.
AI has poisoned the well of evidence. Your genuine traumatic accident is now competing against a flawless, synthesized lie. You are forced to prove a negative, that your reality is not a fraudster's creation.
So nowadays, you have to treat every accident scene not as a negotiation, but as a potential legal fight against a ghost. Your evidence must be irrefutable, untainted by the possibility of post-production tampering. Kim gave me 3 great ways you can help protect yourself. Right after an accident, your phone becomes your auditor. Take exhaustive, time-stamped photographs from every possible angle, close-ups of damage and wide shots of the context, road signs, landmarks, weather. Most critically, record a continuous video walkthrough, narrating the scene and the damage out loud. This unbroken record is incredibly difficult to fake convincingly. Second, lock down metadata. Do not rely on loose file names. Ensure your phone's settings have location services and timestamps active for the camera. Furthermore, immediately back up your files to a secure cloud service or email them to a third party, like a trusted lawyer or family member. This creates a tamper-proof digital chain of custody that proves the time and location of capture. Third, have an ironclad witness, the dash cam. Forget the gift recommendations and understand the necessity. A high-quality, dual-channel dash cam is no longer a luxury. It's non-negotiable insurance against fraud. It provides continuous, time-stamped, geolocated video evidence that operates entirely outside of the human-controlled post-accident environment. It's the closest thing you have to an impartial mechanical witness. Your takeaway here is this. The game has changed. Fraud is now instantaneous, frictionless, and visually perfect. You must generate evidence so robust and traceable that no algorithm or human can possibly mistake it for a lie. All right, let's take a breath and move over to the daily parade of digital nonsense. Consider this my update from the frontier, or, as I like to call it, what I'd be telling you over a glass of wine if we weren't staring at screens. This is the web water cooler. First up, the AI absurdity in our daily lives. You know, you go to Whole Foods, home of the healthy, organic alternative, and now Amazon's testing these new shop bots in some stores. Imagine standing there, agonizing over your organic produce, and a robot whizzes past you carrying a bottle of Tide and a Pepsi. It's Amazon's full takeover. Now you can order your contraband junk food right in the aisle of your health-conscious haven. It seems like we're seeing a global retreat from responsibility, actually. Looks like OpenAI is grounding ChatGPT's inner lawyer, doctor, and financial advisor. The new rule? It can explain a contract, but it won't write one. It can tell you what a fever is, but won't say if you have one. Basically, it's now your overly cautious study buddy. Helpful, but absolutely refusing to take responsibility. Probably due to too many lawsuits for bad advice, I'm sure.
And speaking of lack of accountability, look at what Meta is pulling. They're facing this massive $359 million porn piracy lawsuit, and their defense is a classic old-school internet excuse. They claim that thousands of adult videos found on their network were likely downloaded for private, personal use. Yep, they're leaning on the old BitTorrent excuse that someone at work might have torrented that. I hope the guy making that argument wasn't named Mark.
It's all about deception, which is why you need to watch out for the fakes. If that viral clip you see looks like it was shot on a flip phone, your alarm bells should be ringing. AI videos are getting scary good, but the fakes still hide behind grainy, short clips. Think security cam from 2006. The newest fakes want to look bad because the blur hides the glitches. Don't trust it just because it feels real. Now, if you want a real digital liability, watch out for these new AI browsers like OpenAI's Atlas and Perplexity's Comet. Turns out they'll hand your email to anyone who asks nicely or sneakily. Hackers are hiding invisible commands in websites that trick your AI sidekick into leaking info. Basically, your browser's a golden retriever with your bank login. So don't use them yet. I'll let you know when Kim tells me they're safe. Let's switch gears to the human side of things, where the behavior is somehow even weirder than the tech. You know what's trending? Not texting back. Seriously, people are paying to not be online. They're going to concerts and dinner parties where phones get locked up and strangers actually talk. Apps like 222 even charge a curation fee to set up phone-free hangouts. I'm sure there's a market to pay $25 just to make real eye contact with a stranger now. And how about this depressing trend? Young men are dodging dating like it's jury duty due to the fear of being secretly filmed and turned into social media content. One guy said the risk of public shame outweighs the potential romance. Every table at Cheesecake Factory is now a reality show set. Imagine your biggest date guffaw going viral while you're still chewing breadsticks. This culture of getting paid for nonsense brings me to the prank economy. There's this new site called Dare Market that pays people in crypto to do pranks. You film yourself doing something ridiculous, and if the crowd likes it, you get Solana. If not, congrats, you humiliated yourself for free. They've raised $2 million already. They swear no one's getting hurt, but I've heard that before. The sheer stupidity is astounding sometimes. Case in point, a 19-year-old in St. Louis recently stole a car, then listed it for sale on his own Facebook Marketplace account 2 days later. Yeah, cops saw the post, showed up, and he confessed. At least he chose the used but might be stolen category to list it. Speaking of Facebook, the same company that leaks your data is promising true love. Facebook Dating is quietly pulling 21 million daily users, more than Hinge's 15 million. And it's free! They've even added an AI wingman named Meet Cute to pick your weekly soulmate. Basically, Meta turned poking into a matchmaking service.
Now for some quick hits. The royal family gave Prince Andrew the 404 treatment. He's now just Andrew Albert Christian Edward Mountbatten Windsor. Not only is he out of his 30-room mansion, but he's been digitally wiped off every royal website. Search his name, it reroutes to King Charles. And check out this insanity. A YouTuber made a how-to on installing Windows 11 on unsupported PCs. YouTube yanked it and claimed it could lead to, quote, harm or death. No, seriously. Apparently, teaching people how to upgrade their dusty laptop is a lethal activity. Thanks for keeping the internet safe, YouTube.
On the logistics side, live in San Diego, Las Vegas, or Detroit? Congrats, you're getting Waymo soon. Waymo's rapidly scaling, which sounds exciting until you remember these cars don't blink. Oh, and it's also adding new Chinese-made Zeekr vehicles, pending the regulatory green light. And finally, Anthropic says its newest AIs, Claude Opus and Claude Sonnet, can reflect on how they think. Researchers call it introspective awareness. It's supposed to make AI safer, or just better at faking it. Sounds harmless enough, but it might be the start of a very polite robot uprising.
Running a business comes with a lot of what-ifs. But luckily, there's a simple answer to them. Shopify. It's the commerce platform behind millions of businesses, including Thrive Cosmetics and Momofuku, and it'll help you with everything you need. From website design and marketing to boosting sales and expanding operations, Shopify can get the job done and make your dream a reality. Turn those what-ifs into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
All right, enough about the scammers and the corporations. Let's talk about something we can actually control, our own devices. I've got a batch of quick, useful tips and a few heads up for the gadgets you rely on every day. We'll start with the stuff that saves you money and annoyance. Here's a quick win. When you print, stop using Arial. It looks clean, but it burns through ink cartridges. Try Times New Roman instead. Tests show it can use up to 27% less ink over time. And if you're having internet issues, please restart it the right way. Don't just hit the power button, unplug your modem and router, wait 30 seconds, then plug in the modem first. When its lights settle, then plug in the router and wait 2 full minutes. That little ritual can solve most home network headaches. For you Apple users, have you dealt with pasting text from a website into an email and it drops in with all the messy links and weird formatting? There's a quick fix. With the text copied, long press in the email body, tap the arrow that appears, and select Paste and Match Style, then allow paste. Ta-da! Neat and clean text without the mess. And speaking of Apple, if you have an Apple Watch, organize that control center. Press the side button, scroll down to edit, and drag your most used icons, like the flashlight, to the top. Getting rid of the clutter you never touch makes a huge difference. Now, a heads up on the latest software. iOS 26.1 is out, and if you hate that liquid glass translucent design, you can change it. Head to Settings, Display and Brightness, Liquid Glass to choose between clear and tinted. I actually like the new tinted one myself. It adds a frosted layer that makes text easier to read. On the app side, Sora is now available on Android from the Google Play Store. It's the AI video app that creates videos just from your text description. It even has a cameos feature that uses your face to star in an AI video. And we thought deepfakes were scary, right? For those of you helping plan parties or just trying to look professional, I have to mention Canva again. Beyond social posts, you can make birthday cards, mini videos, CVs, and slideshows. Teachers, listen up. You can actually get pro features for free at canva.com/education. Click Get Verified and enter your school info. Great resource. A couple of other quick tips. If you're selling something, stop undercutting yourself on Marketplace. Before you post, go to eBay, click the advanced button next to the search bar, type your item, and tick Sold Items. That shows you what people actually paid, not just what sellers are asking. Use that data. If you're on a Chromebook, did you know you can customize your keyboard and touchpad? Go to Settings, Device, Touchpad, or Keyboard. Try changing what a right-click does or make the top row work as function keys. It's fun, and it makes the device work better for you. And finally, my privacy-conscious friends, you can go incognito with ChatGPT. If you have a weird question you'd rather keep private, click the speech bubble icon in the top right and select Turn on Temporary Chat. The prompt box will go dark, meaning nothing you type is saved to your history or the bot's memory. Just remember, once you close it, it's gone for good. Oh, and last tip for Instagram, if you're getting rude comments or DMs, you can filter the trolls. Go to your profile, settings and activity, how others can interact with you, then hidden words. Type the offending words and hit add. Anything similar disappears from your comments and DMs before you ever see them.
Hello, I'm Diane Morgan. If you know who I am, you know who I am. If you don't, who cares? I'm here to explain Italian Time, a holiday phenomenon where Italians throw away their clocks and gather for eternity with San Pellegrino. I've been at this party so long that I've eaten 5 courses, hugged someone's grandma twice, and been offered a job in the family restaurant. So this holiday season, make sure to bring enough San Pellegrino to last you through the meal, the after meal, and the entire goodbye ritual. San Pellegrino, holiday on Italian Time.
Now let's reward ourselves with the segment I call Things That Make You Say, Huh. This is What the Tech. It's where we check out the strange brilliance bubbling up in the labs, because sometimes you just need a robot jellyfish to remind you the future is ridiculous. First up, we have our latest entry into the cool tech that is probably also spying on us category, Gel AI Fish. Move over, SpongeBob. There's a new deep-sea explorer in Bikini Bottom, and it runs on code, not gills. Scientists in China have built a nearly weightless, tuna can-size robot jellyfish powered by AI and electrohydraulic muscles. It swims just like the real thing and was designed to monitor coral reefs and marine life. Or so they say. You know, monitoring is a very nice scientific word for what is almost certainly going to become deep-sea surveillance. They needed something stealthy, and honestly, a robotic jellyfish is genius. I mean, what did the programmers say when they were asked to debug the jellyfish robot? I can't seem to get the flow right. And last but not least, how about a smart chair? Ever wanted that before? Well, speaking of clever engineering, Toyota just unveiled what might be the coolest seat since Professor X's hover chair, a robotic stool they call the Walk-Me. This mobility assist chair doesn't roll, it walks. Think less hospital walker and more friendly robot sidekick. It has 4 legs, no wheels, and a whole lot of sci-fi swagger. Each leg is inspired by animal movement, designed to climb stairs, shuffle over gravel, and balance like a pro ballerina on uneven ground. What's inside? LiDAR, motion sensors, stabilizers, and voice control. So yes, you can tell your chair to go faster, and it will. All that's missing is a snack tray and a laser cannon. And when you're done with it, it folds itself up because, of course, it does. It's still a concept, but knowing Toyota's track record, this may very well be the first step in making chairs smarter than half the people on your next Zoom call. Oh, that reminds me. I tried to teach an AI to sit in the Walk-Me chair, but it kept saying, "I have too many bites on my plate." So there you have it. From robot spies in the ocean to chairs that will eventually judge your posture. The future is weird, but at least we can look at it together. All right, we've covered it all. From the silence of the ghost tappers draining your wallet to the absurdity of chairs that fold themselves up on command. The truth is always complex, but your personal security protocol is simple. Stay protected, question the AI, and never assume the transaction is clean. Before you sign off, make sure you secure your source for future intelligence. You need to carve out time for the Kim Commando Show this weekend. Kim delivers 3 hours of the most actionable, trustworthy advice on digital life and cybersecurity. Her perspective is crucial. Whether you prefer to stream her show via podcast or catch her on YouTube for the visual version of her show, just search for The Kim Commando Show, or tune into the show live on your local radio station. You can find when it airs near you at commando.com/stationfinder. We have so many ways to see and hear the show to make sure you get plugged into all the latest in tech. But wait, there's more. Believe me, you don't want to miss this, because Kim's Christmas cash giveaway is about to start, and we have 2 easy ways to enter. The first is to submit a question on our website that our producers love, and if you get to be a caller on the show, then you are instantly entered to win $100, $250, or maybe even $500 in Amazon gift cards. Plus, you also get entered for the grand prize in Christmas cash. To submit a question, go to commando.com and click on Ask Kim.
The second way to enter is even easier. Just subscribe to Kim's free daily tech newsletter, The Current. Every day, we will be picking one lucky subscriber who will also win an Amazon gift card, so go get it now. If you're not signed up, you are missing out on an automatic entry. Get signed up right now at getkim.com. This is all happening from November 22nd to December 15th, so get your entry in now.
No purchase necessary. Open to U.S. residents 18 and older. Full rules at commando.com. Amazon is not a sponsor or endorses this giveaway.
All right, that about does it for me today. We covered a ton of ground, and I hope your brain is buzzing with new tech tips. Now, before you click away, if you got any value, laughs, or maybe just a great new thought from us, please do us a huge favor. Drop us a rating and a review. It's the fuel that keeps this whole operation running, and it helps us get these great discussions in front of even more listeners. More importantly, we really want to hear from you. Go leave us a comment and tell us how you're enjoying the audio version of the Current newsletter. Oh, and while you're there, be sure to let us know who your favorite host is so far and why. I mean, clearly it should be me. After all, I bring the perfect blend of wit, insight, and impeccable timing, qualities that George is still working on, and Riley thinks she has, but, maybe not quite yet. So, choose wisely, but choose Mara. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll be back next time to tackle more tech news and tips. I'm Mara, telling you to stay fully charged. See you next time.